Given that y is e to the 3x divided by 4x squared plus 1, we want to find dy dx. So we want to differentiate, and this is a quotient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let u be equal to e to the 3x, and v be 4x squared plus 1. And then du dx, I've got to use the chain rule here, is 3e to the 3x. Remember, the exponential function stays the same, but then we have to multiply by the differential of the inside. And dv dx is going to be 8x. So dy dx is v du dx, so that's this one multiplied by this one. So that's going to give me 3e to the 3x, 4x squared plus 1. Take away u dv dx, which is 8x e to the 3x, all divided by v squared, 4x squared plus 1, all squared. I don't know how much tidying we'd be expected to do here. What I might do is just take out a common factor of e to the 3x on the top, and then what would I have? I would have 12x squared minus 8x plus 3 all over 4x squared plus 1 squared. So that would probably do it. Now, what do we have in part B? Variables x, y, and t are such that y is equal to 4 cos x plus pi by 3 plus 2 root 3 sine x plus pi by 3, and dy dt is 10. We want to find dy dx when x is pi by 2. So dy dx, well, we need to differentiate this. So dy dx is going to be, so cos differentiates to negative sine, so we'll have negative 4 sine x plus pi by 3, and the differential of the inside here is just 1, so that will just stay the same. Differential of the inside here is also 1, it's the same thing. Sine differentiates to cos, so we've got 2 root 3 cos x plus pi by 3. So dy dx evaluated for x is pi by 2 is going to be negative 4 sine pi by 2 plus pi by 3. Well, that's 3 pi by 6 add 2 pi by 6. So that's 5 pi by 6. And then we've got 2 root 3 cos 5 pi by 6. So let's think about 5 pi by 6. So that's sort of here in the S quadrant. This would be pi by 6. So sine of 5 pi by 6 is the same as sine of pi by 6, which is a half. And cos of 5 pi by 6 would be negative root 3 on 2. So what do we have? We've got negative 4 times a half plus 2 root 3 times negative root 3 on 2. So those 2's will cancel quite nicely. And that gives me negative 2. And take away 3 gives me negative 5. So here we've got 3 times negative root 3 times negative root 3 giving me negative 3. So finally, we want the value of dx dt when x is pi by 2. So dx dt, using a chain, we can say is dx, well, hold on a second before we go any further. Yeah, dy dt we're given up here is 10. So we can say that's dx dy, dy dt. And although these are not fractions, you can just see that if they were, when you cancel there, you'd end up with dx dt. So this is when x is pi by 2. And we know that dy dx is negative 5, so dx dy would be negative 1/5. And multiply that by 10 gives me negative 2.